Play it with Xbox Game Pass.
Hello and welcome to the Microsoft Flight Simulator News Dispatcher, bringing you all the latest and greatest news and updates each week about Microsoft's new simulator coming out in 2020. Now, going back to the initial launch, Microsoft announced a series of images alongside the trailer, which I'll pin to the end of this video, which premiered at E3, and the images were shown on the website and really gave the first glimpses of what the simulator was going to be, showing aircraft, showing landscape, showing the weather, the detail of the landscape and the cities. You can even see a GPS map there. So it gave you an idea of the direction in which they were going. You know, you saw the weather engine and the lighting and the animals that were inhabiting this world, and it was all really interesting. So moving forward, what we're going to do is before we get to the latest update, I'm just going to do a quick recap of everything that we've had so far leading up to the most recent announcement on the 22nd of August. So we had images given to us initially, and then Microsoft released a statement which basically said in 2014 Microsoft entered into an agreement allowing Dovetail Games to bring Microsoft Flight Simulator X to Steam, and today we are announcing that we've reached the end of that partnership agreement. We'd like to take this opportunity to express our sincere appreciation to Dovetail Games for the partnership they provided over the last 5 years, and going forward Microsoft will take over support of FSX, and we look forward to sharing our next steps with the community in the near future. And now I won't read the entire document, but one thing at the end, it did say that they had more plans for FSX moving forward, and that their new simulator was not just, you know, building on that sort of taking FSX and, you know, redistributing it in a newer way, but it was actually moving past that and moving on to basically Microsoft Flight Simulator 12. And then, you know, weeks following that, we got some more images which really detailed the landscape in terms of, you could see blades of grass, and you could see how their landscapes were being generated, the lighting, the night lighting, in fact. And then we got a development roadmap, basically charting exactly what they would be doing from August right to the end of the year. So as you can see, in August, the 15th to 22nd, every week we were getting new updates, moving forward even into September, and it really detailing the kind of updates we were getting. Now, this development roadmap is only available in the Insider Group webpage, and if you haven't signed up to that, you won't have access to this information. And in fact, there's a lot of other information that was given out in the Insider Home Group, as well as what was given out on the home page. There's even more pictures and some more videos that aren't displayed in the media section, so it's well worth signing up to it. Either way, every week, any news clips, any images, videos, they'll all be showcased in the Microsoft Flight Simulator News Dispatcher, or MFS News Dispatcher. And another thing we got within the videos was also the first glimpses of what the sound was going to be like, which was pretty cool, I think. Now, moving forward, August 22nd, we've got the latest update here. So it's been a busy month, and basically they're looking now at third-party progress. So, I mean, I guess we're looking at add-ons, and they've got like a three-phase timeline for this, where they first reach out to developers or people who wish to make add-ons for this, and then, you know, coding, content integration. It's basically, you know, they release the SDK, or they release the kit that helps the developer place their add-ons within Microsoft Flight Simulator. And then of course phase 3 is the content release timeline, which says, hey, here's when you're going to get these types of planes, here's when you're going to get this type of landscape. And also the major big update, I would say, is the confirmation that we finally get sloped runways in Microsoft Flight Simulator, which they gave to us inside that joke of the philosophical question. If a tree falls on a sloped runway, there's no one there to see it, Is the runway still sloped? Well, we hope so, because that's what we're getting for MFS, which I think is pretty cool. And of course, on the home page, if you got the insider updates, you've got a little bit more detail. You've got actually 3 new screenshots from Australia, from the Grand Canyon, and a more detailed one within the canyon, and a little bit more detail of, like, you know, hey, don't worry, nobody was getting an email, you haven't missed out, this is where you'll find that new information. And here are the screenshots that we were given. So looking at the image, you can really see now, when they made that announcement, powered by satellite data, what that actually means. And it looks really nice in 4K. It's going to look beautiful, and the water, the detail of that, you can see it does remind me a lot of FSX, the way the water was done as an underlay, with the landscape put on top. But it looks fantastic, as you can see, and I think it's all more to do with the lighting and the weather than the landscape itself, because if you look at the shorelines within this picture here, they just kind of look a lot like what we would get in current simulations. It's just, I think the way the shaders, the weather has been integrated with each other makes it look a lot more real. And also, in this image here, there is a little guy here. What the meaning of that is, I don't know, but it just looks pretty cool and funny. So, wrapping up this week's News Dispatcher show, I'm going to play the trailer in a moment, and thank you for watching. And next week, bring you the latest and greatest updates from when we get them from Microsoft Flight Simulator. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the trailer.